This is Sean Lammer from RolWheels, and I'm super excited to be with my friend Bruce Leon, co-director of Recycle Bicycles, based here in Denver, Colorado. Recycle Bicycles is a nonprofit that has given over 22,000 bicycles over the last 24 years to people in need. And super excited about it. I have a lot of passion for it, and we're going to talk with Bruce today. So I'm really excited to be here with Bruce in his own workshop, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the history of Recycle Bicycles, as well as their mission statement. Bruce, you and I have met a few times, and you talked with me briefly about the origin of Recycle Bicycles and the history and the mission statement. But I'd love to hear it from your own words, how you got into this and where your passion comes from.
Sure. Well, I mean, I really fell into it quite by accident. I was working as a school psychologist. A kid needed a wheel replaced it, and word spread like wildfire the next day that I knew how to fix bikes, which I didn't. I loved and enjoyed riding bikes, and so I just kind of transferred that passion to actually working on bikes. And when I work on bikes, I call it wrench therapy, because it really does me a lot of good. And after my life is done, my epitaph could read, "A man is truly blessed who pursues his passion that benefits others." And with the 22,000 bikes that we've given away over the last 24 years, I know that each one of those bikes empowers the recipient. It's a smile on their face, right, and it's a means to get from point A to B and back again, and all the health benefits are just countless in terms of what a bike can do for somebody. And so I'm happy to be part of Recycle Bicycles.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that story. We also talked about the different organizations and or charities that you all have given bikes to, and it's everything from junior cycling to high schools, to junior highs, to kids that have never had a bike, to Department of Corrections. Tell us about sort of this broad spectrum of people in need that you fill a void for.
Sure. Well, I mean, people that are in need come from all walks of life. Yeah. And there's so many people that are just one paycheck away from being homeless and down on their luck. And they get the feeling like nobody cares. And so one of the benefits of our program and giving the bikes to those people that are in need is that they realize that, hey, there really are people that care, that are here to help, and it's our pleasure to do that. And so we give bikes through Big Brothers Big Sisters organization. I have a load of bikes out there that are going to be ready to go. In fact, 2 loads for 2 different high schools.
That's great.
And then we've given bikes to veterans. Just earlier this week, I delivered 10 bikes for guys that they've done their time. They're back in the community, and they're trying to reintegrate, and they're trying their hardest to not go back.
Right.
And so a bike is just so essential, because they don't have driver's license. Even if they did, they couldn't afford a car. They can't afford bus tokens. And so the bike is pretty cheap transportation, pretty reliable transportation, and they're just grateful. And so with each adult bike that we give away, we also give a new lock.
Awesome.
So you can keep it secure.
Got it. Tell me, the other day you mentioned delivering a bike to a veteran.
Yeah.
That really touched your heart.
Yeah. I mean, when you think about it, veterans, they've been through a lot, and they're some tough guys. And so with this particular bike, I called him up and I let him know that we're getting the bike his way and to expect it. And he really was almost in tears when he said, "Oh, man, this is the nicest thing that's happened to me in months. And it's just a bike, But for him, it was a very meaningful thing, and it showed that people took time out from their day to show him that they care, and the bike was going to be a real empowerment for him.
No, that's a wonderful story, and it's neat to sort of explore how RolWheels and Recycle Bicycles can kind of work together to get you guys more wheels, we're in the beginning stages of trying to figure out how this works. But for those of you who don't know, when I met Bruce, I met him through a friend of mine who had worked for a bike shop that was it was a non-profit bike shop, right? I mean, Lucky Bike. They gave bikes away, and they did trips for kids and stuff. But what we got to thinking about was, so many of our customers are men and women who have the $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 bike with the $75, $80, $90 Taiwanese, Chinese, Malaysian-made wheels that they've moved on from. They're sitting in the attic. They're in the basement. They're in the garage. And I talked with my tax attorney friend, and I said, if our customers who have all these wheels, or these wheel sets sitting around, could donate them to Recycle Bicycles, could you guys use them?
We'd be very grateful for it. We're all volunteer.
Yeah.
We're really a bare bones budget organization, and you can imagine it. We give away about 1,000 bikes a year,
right.
And so our expenses are there. And I'd rather spend time working on bikes than I would do any fundraising or worrying about where the money's going to come from.
Yeah.
Somehow we make it, and it helps
that,
like I say, we're all volunteers.
No, it's great. And so, folks, what we've done is we've partnered with BikeFlights.com, which is arguably the best way to get a bike or wheels, nationwide for an event or what have you. Anyway, they want to work with us, and they have offered to create a private landing page. And so the idea is this: regardless of whether you buy a pair of wheels from Roll, if you get on BikeFlights.com and you send your unused or unwanted wheels to Bruce here at Recycle Bicycles, they will be sending you an itemized tax deduction form for $250. So it's a way that we can help, and we can help get wheels to Bruce and his people to get them on bikes for people in need. Bruce, tell us about these bikes. They look like they are, ready to go.
Yeah. So I've gone over each one of these bikes individually, made the repairs as necessary. Just got a few more to add to, and we're going to take these bikes and give all 15 of them to a high school. It's a low-income high school, and one of the teachers reached out to us, and she wanted to get her kids onto bikes. And so within the next week or two, I'll be delivering these to them, and when I'm all done, I've got my little good housekeeping seal of approval that means that I've done the work on it and it's met my standards. And
that's great.
Having done this for over 24 years, I take a lot of pride in my work, and I take a lot of pride in the fact too that who's getting these bikes, they wouldn't have a bike otherwise. So it was great that the teacher reached out to us, and looking forward to some very happy, smiley faces.
That's awesome. That's really great. That's really cool. So you're saying after 24 years you can spin a wrench pretty well?
I know which end of the wrench to grab.
That's awesome. This is great. Thank you again for showing us your place and sharing with us your mission. It's pretty special stuff.
Well, I've been blessed.